Sup, homies? My name's Mike S. And this one, well, this one's a bit of a rattlesnake. All right, let's get into it. This is how we're going to do this. I'm going to give you receipts up front. I want you to leave here with no doubt that what's happening is scamish. After that, I'm going to show you at a high level who these companies are that are hiring folks to train AI models, what the job entails, and why it's the most miserable job I've ever had. I'm going to try to do all this in under 5 minutes, so let's get started. Receipts. What you're looking at in front of you, this is a message from an individual who's a reporter at the Business Insider. He had broke a story when he had worked at TechCrunch about ScaleAI. Now, ScaleAI is a major player. I wanted to give you the receipt up front, but I'll tell you who they are. In fact, they paid me money. That I worked for them, and they are going to be a major player today. But he goes on to say he's covering labor investigation initiated by the city of San Francisco, and he wants to talk about some problemas at ScaleAI. Was founded in 2016 by Alexander Wang and Lucy Guo. It's a San Francisco-based company, and they provide data annotation, model evaluation, and support services for training AI systems. In other words, humans train the models. Now, June 2025, Meta invested $14.3 billion into ScaleAI, acquiring a 49% stake of the company. Part of that acquisition required Alexander to join, the CEO, to join Meta. All the early reporting from this arrangement has been bad, and I'll get to kind of how it affected me because I worked for Outlier AI. Now, Outlier and Scale have a very specific relationship. Scale owns and operates Outlier. And I did a little bit of research in preparation for this video just to see what Jippity thought of Outlier AI. And this is just hilarious. One of the first things Jippity says is that there have been complaints, controversies related to Outlier, especially around payment, onboarding, and mental health of contractors. And I'm going to show you some evidence as to how true that actually is. So I'd like to introduce you to the mess, the disaster, the scam that is Outlier.ai. This is the interface that you'll engage with potential projects in, and this is where you will realize very quickly that you're involved in something that is seriously not worth your time. Let me describe how Outlier works. So how it works is you're given a project, and you can't actually contribute on that project until you've passed the assessment. So you're going to see on the Reddit just never-ending examples of folks observing and pointing out that you're given this assessment, you spend hours on it unpaid, only for the chance to be on a project. So all this unpaid labor is really at the focus of the Business Insider investigation and the focus of my claim that is indeed a scam. I think I had written up for Reddit a piece about my thoughts on why, in fact, Outlier AI and by extension Scale is a scam. And I'd like to just read that for you now. My name is Mike. I just finished my sentence at Outlier AI. I survived, and I'm here to tell you the God's honest truth. Working at Outlier AI is the bottom of the barrel, rivaled only by telemarketing. I'm back to working as a developer, something I've done throughout my career. However, while growing my Twitch stream, I took an 8-month break from professional work. During that time, I briefly earned money through Outlier AI. At first glance, Outlier AI appears to offer quick money with minimal commitment. Do not be misled. Any time spent working at Outlier is among the worst investment of your energy and skill you can make. You won't learn anything meaningful or develop professionally. What you will develop is a strong aversion to companies that expect 1.5 hours of unpaid assessment work with no guarantees of actual projects. You will use AI tools to train their models, making the whole endeavor a waste for everyone involved. Even so, these efforts often end up being completely discarded by their system, wasting your time entirely. You will be crushed when you see folks in India or Pakistan who get paid 1/10 less for the same work. Still yet, watching your contributions disappear into a broken interface or a low-effort pipeline only adds insult to injury. There are very few jobs in the U.S. worse than this. People dishwashing, furniture moving, or perhaps cold call telemarketing. And make no mistake, working for Outlier will leave you with a similar sense of frustration, devaluation, and burnout. If anyone tells you otherwise, they're likely either in denial or have never experienced the dignity of fair compensation for skilled labor. And I think that puts a bow in kind of the topic. I'll be talking to Business Insider. I'm really happy they reached out to me. If you guys want to hear more about how miserable it was and want a follow-up video, I'd be happy to do that. If you don't mind, please hit that like button, subscribe, check out my Twitch channel or my Discord. I cover software engineering, AI engineering, and other trending topics in technology. All right, peace, homies.